What's up guys, iTech Talk here and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to do a quick roundup of everything we can expect from this year's Apple WWDC 2023 event. Everything from the software updates such as iOS to possibly new products that we've been hearing about for a long time, such as the AR/VR headsets that was rumoured for 2022 but now has been delayed to 2023. So without further ado, let's begin. So this year's WWDC 2023 will be the 34th event since it first started, and it's going to be an all-online event just like the past 3 years now. It will start at 10 AM PDT on Monday the 5th of June, and it will last roughly 2 hours just like previous years. And we can expect also the major software updates for iOS, iPadOS, macOS and tvOS, and finally watchOS 10. So beginning with iOS 17, and this is expected to bring no major redesigns overall, as I believe Apple is actually aiming to improve the performance and overall stability of the software, because iOS 16 actually had quite a lot of bugs and issues. Certainly with my experience on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, I have had a few times when my phone has decided to suddenly crash out of no reason and then restart. So I think Apple will definitely focus this update on more performance and stability issues to ensure that users don't face any more problems. The only small redesign we're expecting in this year's update is the control center, which hasn't been changed since iOS 11, so it's been a few years now since we haven't seen any control center changes. So that's expected to get a small redesign and improvements. So this brings us on to iPadOS, and overall it hasn't received many redesigns or any major improvements over the last few years. It's mostly followed what iOS has been getting updates on, but this year we could actually see Mac features being moved on to iPadOS. This is because already we've seen Logic Pro X and Final Cut Pro X being introduced onto M1 iPads and above. So this is a major step forward. I believe Apple is really aiming to make the iPad more like the Mac, and it's been rumoured for many years that the iPad will have all the software and features that the Mac has, all onto this smaller and more compact design. Moving on to watchOS, and this year's watchOS 10 update will be one of the biggest since the launch of watchOS on the Apple Watch. We can expect a major redesign in terms of user interface, performance improvements, because there have been some performance issues on older Apple Watch series models, and we can also expect a new app layout. This is according to many leaks and rumours we've heard over the past few months. But that's all we seem to have for now for watchOS. Apart from it's going to be a big redesign, we don't seem to have any further information regarding this. Now, when it comes to macOS and tvOS, there haven't been any leaks or rumours regarding these platforms, but of course they will be updated at this year's event, so you can expect something new. So already we can see some of the leaks and rumours are pointing towards some important updates to the operating platforms. And now moving on to new Apple products, we can anticipate Macs being launched at this year's event, such as a new MacBook Air 15-inch. The current offering is 13-inch for the MacBook Air, so this would be a nice size increase for those who prefer a bigger screen. Now there is another Mac that hasn't seen any updates since WWDC 2019, and that is the Mac Pro. It still features the Intel processors, so we could expect this to now feature the Apple Silicon processors. But apart from that, no other Macs are expected to be updated. And finally, there is a new product that is expected at this year's event, and that is a possible AR or VR headset, and has actually been presented privately in front of an external audience and received overall very positive reviews. This product will actually feature a new operating system called XROS. This could stand for Extreme Reality OS, because Apple uses the word extreme in the Pro Display XDR, which stands for Extreme Dynamic Range. It will also have gesture controls, which possibly means you could operate this with your hands by waving it in the air, for example. And it will also feature a 4K micro LED display, which is a first in this type of product. There will also be dozens of cameras dotted around the product itself to ensure safety, first of all, but also allow for a better user experience. And AR is something that Apple has been working on over the past few years, especially on iPhone. It does have also a dedicated app for AR, and I believe Apple has really focused on this to work seamlessly with AR. And finally, one of the main components of this new product will be that it's powered by Apple Silicon. This does not only mean it will be more efficient, but also perform better than if it was powered by an Intel processor. When it comes to pricing, many leakers have suggested that this will be quite an expensive product, and we can expect this to be priced at around $1,500 minimum, all the way up to possibly $3,000. So overall guys, let me know what you think about these new updates regarding the operating systems and possibly some of the new products we can expect to see at this year's event. Let me know what you're most excited about. Is it the new AR/VR headset? Or are you mostly excited about the iOS and iPadOS updates? And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you have any ideas or thoughts you might have, and I'll see you all in the next video.